everybody, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. I already went ahead and went all the way up here, because I think I finally made my decision. Also, Drac was talking to Jal about how they were looking for big game, like how back at the Milky Way they mentioned Thresher Maws. I forgot about Thresher Maws. You know what the worst part is? It's entirely possible for Thresher Maws to appear in the next game, depending on the timeline. Because Thresher Maws reproduced by a sort of spores that can go on to travelers and stuff. We might have brought Thresher Maws with us. And those things are sturdy as hell. Anyways, Sloane may be the charlatan. I'm sorry, did I say... I was just looking at her like, wow, did I just say Sloane? Reyes may be the charlatan. Sloane is the outcast leader. Sloane is hot-headed and may want war, and that's true. I'm a little more believing to Reyes, because I feel like I could trust him more. He actually did try to be a friend. Yeah, sure, there may have been parts where he used this. I may have punched him in the gut, but, you know, I'm feeling Reyes might be more helpful. Not only that, but the spy ring he has and that. And I just remember that those murders from the charlatan weren't from the charlatan. They're from the Rokar. Blame it on the charlatan. So, wait, did I do that mission? Yeah, not only that, but I'm just gonna go with Reyes. I like him more.
Time? Come on, let's get this over with.
I'm with you.
You look like you're Reyes? They're surprise.
And this was your plan all along. I'm just gonna stick with that option.
Your interest in the Rokar murders. Everything you've done has been to undermine Sloane's power.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
You said you wanted to settle things. How?
A duel. You and me, right now. Winner takes Kadara Port.
You want to avoid war by shooting each other?
Two people shooting each other is better than a lot of people shooting each
And
other.
this!
I'll take those terms.
He didn't want to go for genocide, he just wants to be cut clean. Assassination maybe, but, you know, having this guy on my side may not be a bad thing. With his assassination, spies, rather than just have a bunch of, you know...
Sniper, his sights are set on Sloane.
Like, muscle. Let's get some elegance in here, so...
Bang.
Sorry, Sloane.
Get her out of here. Prepare the crew. Kadara Port is ours tonight.
Guess you got everything you wanted.
What I want is peace. Sloane would have brought war to Helios. We don't have the population to survive that.
Is Reyes even your real name?
It's what my mother called me. It's my real name. I only lied because I didn't want the rumors surrounding the charlatan to taint your view of me.
Everything he says makes sense. That's the problem. And I feel like these two are great. I would be able to read their facial expressions, but, you know, I don't think it's too great. He looked concerned coming out of the cave, like he was worried about what might happen, but still.
Your reputation does precede you.
It's a gift and a curse.
So what now?
I get to work. Kadara Port won't take itself.
Sloane may have shown concern for her crew, but I feel like that was more for herself, in a way. Because if you attack, you know, your big, bad bodyguard, then that's definitely an attack on you, in a sense. He didn't kill her guard. He has some sense for value of life. Sloane may have had to die, you know, for obvious reasons, the leader and all that jazz. We'll see if there's anything in here that I might have missed. But... well, I'm going to stick with this option. I like Reyes. As long as he doesn't try killing me, we'll be fine, I guess. Alright, let's go talk to him at Charteris. Not only that, but Sloane has too many problems with the initiative and the colonists. So, there are people here. And we need to be able to take care of them too. They can help us. They got resources. They got ingenuity. Just need to figure things out. Alright, let's figure this. Talk to Sloane. Talk to me, Sloane, buddy.
Throne room. Charteris is a little shabby for Kadara's new leader, don't you think?
Come on, Ryder. You know I prefer to rule from the shadows.
You don't have to anymore, though.
This is your chance to go legitimate.
I'm not built for the spotlight. The Angara you met at Sloane's party, Kima Dorgan, she's agreed to be my front. And with Sloane gone, there's room for the initiative on Kadara.
This! Finally.
I'll start rounding up volunteers for an outpost. Might take a while. You exiles have a reputation.
Not all of us are thieves and murderers. I am, but some of the others are perfectly nice.
Perfectly.
Jokes aside, I want this outpost just as much as you do. It will have my full protection. That's a promise.
Really? But... I want to see both these. Thank you. He'll probably tell me why.
I allied myself with the right man. What's this?
It's a handshake. We're partners now.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Partners and friends.
I like this. I like this a lot more.
Pathfinder, Kadara is now a viable option for an outpost.
The Badlands still aren't exactly safe, but with the Collective's protection, we should be okay.
Hope you got what you needed from Ven before he lost his head.
Sloane and I came to an understanding. I talked to him before, well, you know.
I'm impressed. Didn't think she could be reasoned with.
I've got people skills.
What can I say? I'm persuasive.
You'd have to be to crack Sloane. So, how can I help you?
Tell me about the outcasts.
The outcasts have scattered.
That's what happens when you cut the head off the snake. With Sloane and Kaitis out of the picture, they're disorganized, weak.
You know what he reminds me of? The Shadow Broker. That's a pretty cool concept. Roll in Nexus Uprising.
Did you play a big part in the mutiny on the Nexus?
I had nothing to do with that shit show.
Then why'd you leave?
The way Tan handled things didn't exactly inspire confidence. Decided I could do better on my own. So I jumped ship with the rest of them. Ended up here.
Becoming the charlatan.
How did you become the charlatan?
I never set out to be the charlatan. But I couldn't openly work against Sloane. So I hired other people, representatives, to pose as me, recruiting exiles and giving orders. The locals started calling them charlatans because they were never who they claimed to be. And the name stuck.
Working with the Resistance.
Does the Resistance know who you really are?
No, but I doubt Efra would care. He's a results man. The secrecy around my identity isn't malicious, Ryder. It's so I can operate freely.
That's kind of what I was thinking at first, but didn't really consider it until you said it.
I better get going.
Ryder,
Yeah?
don't take this the wrong way, but you're not really liked here in Kadara Port.
Ouch.
What I'm saying is, you need a friend, someone on the inside to help you out. I can be that guy. You need intel on exiles, Sloane, whatever. Come to me.
Thanks. I think.
Yeah, the more I talk with him, the more I feel pretty content with allying with Reyes. I feel like that was the right choice, or at least the right choice that I have with the current information that I got. Sloane just didn't... She seemed too hot-headed, and you cannot be hot-headed. Especially when you got a bunch of people that are pretty much armed guards. Now, where was... Where was... Here it is. Oop, wrong button. I need to go here. So I need to fast travel there and take care of that. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes I wish I could, like, be that stealthy guy, go behind into their house and read a few notes, figure out what they are, and make more of
Why
it.
was your galaxy called the Milky Way?
It's not.
But Liam said
Milky Way is what the humans call it. We have our own word. Solarians have theirs.
so. What do you call it?
It's 600 years away. I call it gone.
Oh, wow.
This area is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder.
Sloane might have been more agreeing to have an outpost here, but I think Reyes just feels more honest. Honest in the most assassin-y sort of way, but I think he's doing things more as a necessary evil than out of personal greed. And everything he says makes sense of needing freedom to move and information. This could be helpful one day.
Confirmed. Calling outpost.
Amazing. This may piss off as many people as you manage to feed.
Director, I trust you're enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the progress. The show part is something else entirely. Honestly, an outpost on Kadara, where the worst of our exiles stake their claim, you better be sure about this.
There are people.
We can't turn our backs. The initiative failed them.
You weren't there, but you're here now, and it's your call. It's a win, and we'll take wins wherever we can get them. You need to do this again. Another step forward, but of course there's more. There's always more. Time for the public address. Think you can distill something motivational out of this?
Something to sell Kadara? You'll actually run it?
I may have concerns, but my ledger has one more outpost than it did yesterday. Sell it.
We can bring stability here. We're tougher than Kadara. We can bring stability.
We trained for years. But when we reached Andromeda, everything changed. The dream almost died on worlds like this. But we can rebuild it. Bring stability. If there was ever a world that needed our best, at their best, this is it.
For posterity, Pathfinder. Addison out.
96%. Wow. I got some serious viability here. And a cryopod perk. Perfect. Oh, yes. I also need to keep it on that. Let's take a look at the outpost. That's normal. Angara. This looks lovely. And there's the drop pad. Or
I've located a suitable
Airpad.
site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
ooh, you're a fancy looking Krogan.
I didn't think you'd find everything on the list.
That's not all. Save the best for last. Remember what we talked about?
You didn't.
Not sure what they're talking about.
Hey, you're Vetra's boss.
How do you know Vetra? You one of her contacts?
You could say that. I used to work the stock rooms on the Nexus. Let her know I set aside those regulators she wanted. Would have sent them earlier, but got busy with the move.
Nexus Uprising.
Were you there during the uprising?
Oh, I was there. Barricaded myself inside one of the stock rooms. Total chaos.
Must be strange seeing the exiles again.
Tan took the out-of-sight, out-of-mind approach. But that's never worked, in my experience.
True.
So, you're the requisitions officer.
That's my official title, yeah. But I take care of any odd jobs that pop up. Scrubbing, cooking, whatever I can do to help.
That's nice of you.
Keeps me busy. I used to work the drill back on Mars until I messed up my hand. I was lucky I didn't lose it. But the nerves never healed right.
Do you have everything you need?
Oh yeah. I swear, the Collective can get their hands on anything. They're even more reliable than Vetra.
Whoa. The freaking Collective. The more I hear this, the more it sounds like I made the right choice. So I'm really solid.
See you around, Drew.
Keep fighting the good fight, Pathfinder.
Actually, no. It's more like my brain is trying to find reasons for the fault. Like bad reasons, but I can't seem to find any at this time. It's one of those situations where I gotta be knowing more in the future. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, sure, I could have gone with Sloane, but...
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
I gotta remember to do that. Also, the Tempest should be here now. No? I guess it wouldn't. Okay. I wonder how they were doing with the corrosive water. I also forgot about the putting receiver on Vault. I don't... Yeah, we'll eventually have to figure out about the sulfuric acid water. Or at least that'll take time to recover. At least Reyes has charisma. I already said that like 100 times, but I'm just trying my best to think of how it could have turned out. Oh, it's one of these things! Food dispensers. And yeah, you could argue that the Sloane not playing nice thing may have been necessary, but if you don't play nice and keep acting like a freaking angry child or whatever, you're just gonna make more enemies. Unnecessary enemies. Disgruntled, disgruntled, incooperative, and just nobody wants to really do anything with with all the will in their hearts. Getting a little poetic there.
It isn't the Pathfinder.
It's affecting me.
Welcome to Outpost Detaeon. Christmas date of Mining Company 7 at your service.
Unusual name.
Christmas. That a nickname?
Afraid not. My old lady, Holiday Tate, had a sense of humor.
It's certainly a conversation starter. Things going well?
No one's been shot in the back, which is more than I expected.
You have doubts about the Collective?
I don't like making deals with people flightier than ghosts. I'm an honest man who likes working with honest people.
Kadara's not honest.
Then you came to the wrong place.
On the contrary, I think a bit of honesty will do Kadara some good.
Guess it can't hurt to try.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else to report?
Well, there's this cult.
A cult.
A cult? Seriously?
They're harmless, but the thing they worship, that's what worries me. Some kind of massive machine. They call it Old Skinner. Could be nothing, but their leader, Bishop, went to pay tribute and hasn't come back.
I'm gonna look into it.
I'll check it out. Better safe than sorry.
Appreciate it.
Christmas Tate.
You look like you've been around the block.
That's one way of saying I'm old.
That wasn't...
Hey, at 61, I've come to terms with my age.
61?
I'm the oldest of the outpost leaders, but I'm also the toughest. I didn't come to Andromeda to die. The opposite, actually.
Really? You look good for 61.
Detaeon. Interesting name. Does it mean something?
It's an inside joke among the company. Detaeon is a temp name we pitched for our outpost block. It's actually an acronym. Stands for Deploy in the Ass End of Nowhere.
Exiles.
Exiles giving you any trouble?
We've actually taken a few on, of the non-outcast and collective variety. The uprising was ugly business. A lot of normal people got caught up in it. Glad we can provide a second chance.
Oh, I'm just gonna... Since he mentioned Outcast Collective, Reyes also is trying to be my friend. Sloane! Too much of a hard ass. Alright, I'm done with it.
You said you're with Mining Company 7?
Best damn ezo miners on Mars. Until the ground
Mars?
dried up.
Putting your skills to use on Kadara?
You made the water potable, but there's still plenty of sulfur in the bedrock. The director wants to use the stuff to make fertilizer. Carter could tell you more. Just, don't sneak up on her.
You can use sulfur as fertilizer?
Thanks for the update, Christmas.
Anytime.
I guess, well, I guess it makes sense that, plants would have more use for things other than people. It's a ghost! What the fuck? I seen that when I was just walking by, and it's like, huh? Wait a minute. It's the same guy! That's funny. Alright, search for Old Bishop. At least now I have a fast travel point here. All the way up there? With no outposts to go to? Forward stations? Oh. Oh. Well, guess where I'm going. Oh, can I just call it in immediately? Or, I'm lazy. I'm lazy, man! Judge me hard. And... yeah, we're not going over that. So far, I like this. I like the outposts, I like all that.
Your history's interesting. How many times did your people save the rest of the Milky Way species? One too many for some of us.
Oh man, you can almost taste the salt. Though, not without good reason. Also, I need to upgrade my four-wheel drive. I keep forgetting to. Was it because I needed platinum? I think it was because I needed some kind of material. I'm thinking it was platinum. I should be there roughly soon. Oh. Ah, you're the Angara. The poor, poor Angara. You know, that died to acid poisoning, pretty much. Alright, now we can go into six-wheel drive and go fast. I wonder what's going to be over here anyways. I wonder what would be here. I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not surprised at all. Wait, why is this going off? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Make a sharp left. Whoops! Whoa. Aha!
Great one, turn your gaze upon me. Accept this tribute. Reshape the world in your... Wait! Great one, wait! Ah! Ah!
Let's report back to Christmas.
We're not reporting back. We're taking this thing head on. By the way, I should probably upgrade my assault turret, because I think... Now, what do I want? Well, how much damage does it do? Per shot... I could get Omnilink, but that's for tech powers. That would be good for the engineer, though. But if I get damage and then cryo ammo... If I'm using the engineer as a bit of a hold-the-line defense operation... Let me take a look at my engineering real quick. My engineering profile. Oh, damn it all! Well, I guess I'm not checking that. Because I accidentally overrode it. Because it's so sensitive. Ugh. Alright. Oops, wrong skill. And I need to put on combat because I'm trying to use it to hold the line. I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna get damage because that seems like a good idea. Because then I'm gonna go for cryo ammo. Because if I'm gonna use it for a long-range thing, I'm gonna need the damage. Because if I was using it for holding the line, I would go for flamethrower, which would be too subjective. Too much of a niche pick. Because then I can actually upgrade this to have like a little explosions of electricity. Right here. So I'd rather have this than like the turret, because then I can just throw the turret somewhere and it give me supporting fire from far away, so I won't really have it on top of me. Yeah, I could use it to cool down the rest of my tech abilities, but there's not... It wouldn't work out too well, I don't think. Alright, let's go kill the architect. Wait. Sorry for doing this, I had to make sure. Okay, we're good.
Pretty harsh learning that shit on Vold. Bright side, no children. Every cat an enemy. An enemy who used to be family. Right, we'll call it a wash.
Alright, architect.
Don't let its size scare you.
I'm actually going to do this in the next episode, because I just looked at the timer. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you all in the next episode. Bye!